Hey everybody, it's Holly
And Heather.
and welcome to a very special, Heather hates when I say that, very special,
Exciting.
everything, exciting,
Long
everything
awaited.
Elvis. Yes, yes. So today, if this is not going to be our typical Sunday live about everything Elvis, we might touch on a tidbit here and there. You never know because there's always something going on in the Elvis world. But today is dedicated to the reveal, the unboxing, the pre-order of the 2025 goodie boxes. Now, if you're an OG Elvis bestie, you already know about all this. You have been patiently waiting. You guys have been so kind to message us for weeks now about it, and it's finally here. Now, if you're new and you have no idea what we're talking about, you might want to stay tuned. I think you're going to get a little curious because when I say we have got some amazing items this year, most are handmade by yours truly here. We're so excited about it.
Yeah.
I hardly slept last night.
Yeah.
So
if you're an Elvis fan, it's a must-see.
Yes. So share this with all your Elvis besties. If you're watching live, thank you so much. We're going to go through everything. We're going to tell you, if you have no idea what it is, we're going to tell you all about it. Heather's going to give you the history on how these little boxes started. We're going to tell you shipping, price, how to get it. And we've got some exciting news. We've got a new website, guys.
Yeah.
Got a new website. We've redone it. It's very simple, but very informative. So we're going to be answering questions. If you want to kind of hold your questions till the end, because we're going to try to hit every single thing we can and let you guys know. And then we're going to open it up. If you've got questions at the end, feel free to give us all your questions in the comments. And then if you're watching the replay, hey, and if you're watching the replay, watch it all the way through. If you still don't understand, go to the website. If you still don't understand, just email me. We've got a new email and everything on the website, but we'll talk all about that. So, Heather?
Yes.
Are you excited?
I am beyond excited, but also a little nervous.
I know, I'm terrified.
Also a little nervous because this has been so much work and so much effort. We've literally been working on this year's goodie box pretty much since we came home from Elvis Week last year. Yes. You know, trying to come up with theme ideas, what we wanted to do, how we could make it bigger and better. And I always get so excited but nervous that you guys are going to love it. So I can't imagine that you're not.
Yeah.
So yes, super excited. Just checking out all the Facebook to make sure that we're on live and welcome in. So many of you are already joining us. Thank you for that. I see a lot of you already asking new background. Kind of. Holly and I actually are both in Powell this week. So this is a really special, exciting Facebook Live. We're coming to you live from Powell because we spent the 4th of July weekend with Daddy. So happy 4th, by the way. Yeah. Hope everybody had a great and safe one. And sorry about last week, but man, oh man, are you guys the best Elvis besties. So many of you sent messages and comments, asking if I was okay, hoping that I was doing well. But as you all know, I do unfortunately suffer from migraines, and I had one last Sunday, and I was giving it my all to make the Facebook work. And literally, right as we were getting ready to start, I looked at Holly and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, sick as a dog this one. And I didn't know how sick. I always give Heather a wake-up call on Sundays, and I didn't realize she was that sick, and I'm over here getting ready and da-da-da, and then I come in there, I'm like, are you about ready? And she's like, I'm just going to put post
my migraines make me so sick, they make me so nauseous and just have to get away from everything. So I was like, I just can't do it this week, Holly. She's like, I can't do it without you. It's okay. Our people will understand. So anyway, that just, gave even more excitement leading up to this week.
True.
So yes, grab your coffee, settle in, because you're in for a wild ride.
Y'all, I will say this. It's bigger and better. I know we say that every year. Well, we don't actually, but this year we're saying it. Everything is bigger and better. But Heather, for all of those that may be new, that have no idea what we're talking about, give them a little history about the goodie bags.
Yeah, well,
goodie boxes.
So, Holly and I always say how blessed and fortunate we are to be from and live in Tennessee, especially right in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're not too far from Memphis, and it's really easy for us to be able to make the trek year after year to Elvis Week and to Memphis, which we all know Elvis Week is like the Super Bowl for us Elvis fans. It's like the end-all be-all, creme de la creme. It's the week we wait for and anticipate all year long that we leave, and we're like, Now we have to wait a whole nother year. But it is like the celebration when it comes to Elvis. And, you know, Holly and I have been going for well over a decade now. So we are in it to win it, tried and true. And, you know, when we started going and stuff, they had these souvenir cups, which you'll see and learn about today if you don't already know. And we thought it was so cool. And they always had these like really cool postcards, like commemorating that year's theme and stuff. And there was like magazines and pamphlets and things that, you know, would talk all about Graceland and about Elvis Week. And we were like, this stuff is so cool, you know, and we're so blessed that we can be here and see it and do it. And there's so many people out there that have never been to Graceland, are trying to get to Graceland, still waiting, have it on their bucket list, but they would so love to, you know, see and have a little bit of Graceland and a little bit of Elvis Week love and magic and spirit for themselves. So Holly got the great idea of, hey, let's do these like little goodie bags. And so they started out small. It was just our little original goodie bag. And we just started putting like the souvenir cup and some of the cool, like, you know, candlelight vigil and magazines and pamphlets we found and the postcard and everything. And then it started growing from there because people really loved it. People got excited about it. They ask about it every year. And so then we were like, you know what, let's maybe start, you know, doing other goodie bags and let's maybe kind of do our own thing. Let's, you know, like, let's think about like, you know, Elvis Week, like what are we excited about that year? Like what's a great anniversary or something going on in Elvis's life or career that, you know, we want to like focus on and celebrate. And so then we started coming up with like our own t-shirts for everything Elvis. And then it went into this whole other world of creating bracelets, theme bracelets and candles now and other things. And so it's just really taken off. It's something that Holly and I love to create and put together for you guys. I know a lot of you out there have got the goodie bags, you know, every year or over the years and stuff. And you guys really love them and get excited about it. And for me, what I would say being an advanced Elvis memorabilia and item collector, because you've been seeing my Tuesday treasures. You know, I have a lot. There's still more to come. But me being in advance, I'm always on the lookout for, you know, those like Elvis items that you can't get anywhere else or that are new, unique, original, exciting, handmade, you know, whatever it might be. And I love to add those to my collection. And so I always come at it from a fan perspective. Holly comes at it from like a creative like perspective because she's a very like creative soul and creative mind, you know, and then she'll always ask me like, okay, this one or this one, Heather, you're like,
sorry, I know the screen looks a little bit weird. I'm trying to get my technical difficulties. So just Heather, that's why I'm like, like Heather, keep going. But I know it looks weird right now.
But she's always like, you're the like the biggest Elvis fan that has like the eye, and you're always like whatever. So she'll be like, you know, would you love this one more or would you love this one more? And so, you know, just over the years, like I said, we put our heads together and tried to come up with what we think are really unique and exciting and, you know, things that are going to be cherished, you know, year after year. And again, just to bring that little bit of magic that is Elvis Week. Because if you've never been to Elvis Week and you've never experienced the camaraderie of all the Elvis fans and the candlelight vigil and seeing, you know, the line of people go up the drive of Graceland to the meditation garden to pay their respects to Elvis, you know, it is a feeling and an energy and a magic like you wouldn't believe. So hopefully, you know, as we trek to Memphis and try to bring you all of our videos and our pictures and our posts and things of what's going on and make you feel a part of it through Facebook and through the computer screen, you know, hopefully these goodie bags do that even more. You know, they bring you a little piece of those like history and moments and things from Elvis Week in Graceland.
That was a long-winded way to say, we're excited. We know you are too, and we're going to get to it. So let's get going. First off, we're going to show you every item in each box. There are 2 boxes. One is called the Everything Elvis Week box. The other one is called the Graceland box.
Mm-hmm.
They're both very different, like Heather said. We're going to go through each item in each box. Which one would you like to start with first? You want to start with ours, the Everything Elvis box?
I think so for sure.
All right.
Yeah, and like she just said, so this year you got the 2 choices, and we've had 3 choices in the past. We had, the Everything Elvis and the Elvis Week last year, but I feel like they were more similar with like several items that were similar. This year, there's a couple of similar items, but then we've really tried to make each one its own unique goodie box so that you guys can customize a little bit, but you can also just have more Elvis goodness to choose from and to collect.
Yeah, that's what I like about the boxes this year is in years past, you've not been really able to get a choice this year, especially with the Graceland box, which we'll talk about second. You can like kind of customize it exactly how you want the different items and stuff. So
and you might also hear us saying goodie box instead of bags. Yeah, we've changed it.
I know. I'm
y'all,
like we said.
Well, no, like you said, we started with goodie bags because it started small. But then now they're become so big that we're calling them goodie boxes.
Yes.
And they're coming in a box.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
So we are on our StreamYard first and foremost. Let me go ahead and put it up. Let's talk first about the new website. Because I forgot about that. And let me put it up here because I've got the new website title. Let me see where it's at.
So we made a brand new website, and y'all are going to love it. It is tcb4elvis.com.
Ta-da!
There's the website, tcb, the number 4, elvis.com.
It used to be hollynorman.com. We got rid of that one, so take that one out of your memory.
This is the one you'll go to, and this is literally the go-to hub for us and for everything Elvis. So we wanted to we created such an amazing community with you all over the years here on Everything Elvis that we wanted to, take that even further. And so this website, you can learn about Holly and I if you care.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. It's there's not much to it. You've got a welcome page.
Easy.
We got a little about page if you want to know a little touch more about me and Heather, but I feel like y'all know everything. What I'm most excited about is obviously the shop page where we're going to be dropping new merch seasonally. We're gonna really ramp this up, guys, and try to do little seasonal things. That way you can get a little gift at Christmas for your Elvis bestie, maybe Mother's Day, maybe in the summer. You never know. But it's also got a news page, which we're going to really deep dive. So anytime we talk about something on here or maybe go to an event or a festival, there's only so much time here that we can talk about it. And there's only so many pictures. That's going to be a hub for if you want to see every single picture we took, it's going to probably be on there. If you want to know the nitty gritty of what we really thought about where we were or what we did, it's going to be on there. So we've already got a couple of little blog posts on there right now. It says news page, but it's almost like a blog because we're really going to try to keep you guys in the loop. If we go to a festival, we want you to be able to see it. So we're going to take tons of pictures. We're going to go in depth about what we thought about it. And hopefully throughout the year too, give you all little tips and tricks of what we learn on our travels of like best places to eat, best places to stay. No, all that's going to be on this new website. Plus, there's obviously a contact page. There's going to be 2 different ways to contact us. One is just so we can have your email. If you have in the past given us your email, it's null and void. You got to go and give us your email for the newsletter, which really is just an email for us to keep you with the scavenger hunt that we do every Elvis week. It keeps you up to date on giveaways, things like that. And then also, if you need to get a hold of us, because I know we're hard to get a hold of, and sometimes the messages slip through the cracks in Facebook. We all know how that is. This is a dedicated email that you can message us on. It's the TCB for Elvis at Yahoo. It's on the contact page. That way, if you have questions, if you need to tell us something, if you need, anything, that's how you'll get in contact. That's the best way to get in contact with us. You can always message us through Facebook and stuff, but I'm telling you, if you want a quick reply and you want us to actually see it, because Heather's downloaded it on her phone, I've got it on mine, this is how you're going to reach us. So that's just a little overview of the website. Like I said, I've got it on the bottom of the screen right now. This is where you'll go after our live if you want to order some goodie boxes, okay? All right, so let's get to the main event.
Yes, so this year's theme, because every year, as you know, Holly and I have been coming up with a theme, and we theme our t-shirts and our items and things around it. This year, our theme is That's the Way It Is. Why? Because who doesn't love that documentary? Number one.
It's my favorite.
Number two, this is the 55th anniversary of when that documentary came out.
Yeah.
And yes, I think honestly, for Holly and I, out of all the like Elvis like movies or TV appearances, you know, film things, whatever, this is probably our favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think we all out there can agree that this was when Elvis looked and
Mhm.
sounded and moved some of his best. And we
And
thought
some of my favorite songs.
yes, some
by
of
the
our
way.
favorite songs, our favorite jumpsuits. It's like, you know, it celebrates the whole like, you know, Elvis kind of almost rebirth of him going from the movies back to the stage and, you know, the international Vegas years that we all love and stuff.
Mhm.
So absolutely love That's the Way It Is. And, you know, also with this year, Baz Luhrmann keep teasing us and coming out towards the end of the year with all this new, never before seen footage and stuff of Elvis.
Mhm.
It just ties right into that as well. But yeah, some of my favorite moments, all the rehearsal stuff, the backstage stuff,
Yeah.
you know, Elvis nervous and excited and ready for, you know, the stage and stuff. That's the Way It is like, I love it. So a lot of our items, that's the theme. That's what it's themed around.
Yeah. So first up, let's grab the Everything Elvis box.
Dun, dun, dun,
Ta
dun.
ta!
Okay, oh my gosh, hold on.
I know.
It's kind of heavy.
It is heavy.
So first and foremost, look at this fabulous box. I hope you can see it's iridescent,
love it.
very flashy, very Elvis-esque, an iridescent box. And then also, Holly and I went a little step further this year as well, and we kind of themed the boxes towards ourselves a little bit as well.
Towards our personalities.
Towards our
absolutely.
personalities as well and what we love. So first and foremost,
Of course, Heather's is blue.
take this out. First and foremost, we're going to share with you this year's t-shirt design.
And let me put a picture before you pull it out. Let
Oh,
me
okay.
put a picture. That way everybody can see it real up close and you can talk about it a little bit
Yes.
because I want them to. I know we're going to pull it out here.
And
but-
another great thing, and we'll talk about this later, another great thing about the goodie bags this year, even though the world has gone crazy, eggs have gone crazy, prices have gone crazy over the last couple of years, Holly and I decided to keep the goodie bags the same price. So $100. Whether you get the Everything Elvis or the Graceland. So keeping the price the same. We'll talk about shipping maybe later.
Yeah, let's talk
Holly
about
will
that
kind of go through that because I know some of you are going to have questions and stuff about that. But are we ready?
So I've already put it up on the screen.
But you got to see it in person, y'all.
Okay.
So we are so excited because, again, we're celebrating. That's the way it is. So we decided to go with this bright, beautiful royal blue shirt
Mhm.
because everybody looks good in blue. And blue, my favorite color. And it always makes me think of Elvis. And then, as you notice, we kind of themed the design after the DVD, like Blu-ray of That's the Way It Is. And we took our theme a little further. So in this little line right here, it says, that's the way it was. That's the way it is. That's the way it will be.
That's our theme this year. That's the
Love
way
it.
it was. That's the way it is. And that's the way it will be. Let
And
me show you up close. That way Heather can talk about the
yeah, not only that, but as I said, one of the things that I love and that Holly loved most about That's the Way It Is are some of the songs.
yeah.
These are some of my absolute favorite songs that Elvis sings, that he recorded.
Mhm.
And so on the original That's the Way It Is album, there were 12 songs. So we took all 12 of those songs and put them onto the t-shirt so that we can all celebrate those songs. And I'm talking, y'all, well, number one, as you can see on the side there, Patch It Up.
The biggest font, yes, because I love it so much.
Holly was so excited that the Patch It Up. As you all know, I love Bridge Over Troubled Water. That's on there. But we've got The Next Step Is Love.
Love it.
Yeah, listen to this lineup of songs, just in case you forgot how great they were. How the Web Was Woven. I Just Can't Help Believing. You've Lost That Love and Feeling. Just Pretend. I know that's a fan favorite.
That is.
Fan favorite. I've Lost You. 20 Days, 20 Nights. Mary in the Morning. You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. And Stranger in the Crowd. So we're talking some heavy hitters in the Elvis catalog of songs. But yes, so
And they're all on here, guys.
All on here.
And it's cute. They're all like in different like
Yeah.
placements and different fonts. So
Yeah.
I thought that made it like kind of cute.
Yeah.
And
it really adds, you know,
modern.
like a lot of like pizzazz to the shirt and stuff. But yeah, look how great you're gonna look coming in this Elvis That's the Way It Is t-shirt. But yeah, I'm so excited about these.
Love it.
They turned out even better than we could have hoped or imagined as far as like the colors and the design and everything. So that is the brand new t-shirt. You'll be seeing Holly and I for sure sporting these, probably at the Candlelight Vigil.
Yeah, that's our vigil.
We like to do these for our vigil shirt. But yeah, and
if you've ordered in the past, it's the same t-shirt. So whatever your size you got last year, if you loved it, keep it. If not, I know it looks great on the camera.
Wow.
But there's also a size chart. So when you go to look at the product, there's a size chart. It's going to show you everything in the description. We've got a great description about it. So go take a look.
Yeah.
If you have questions about it.
If you want our t-shirt, then you go with the Everything Elvis goodie bag.
Yes.
Because it's only available in that t-shirt. Yay. Okay.
Now, here's where the customization comes in. We listened. A lot of y'all spoke last year, and we listened. Our staple item, the item that started it all, was the Graceland souvenir tumbler. Only because it can only be found at Graceland, as we all know. They don't ship them out. They don't put them online. They don't do anything like that. So that's when we decided, hey, we'll just pick one up for you guys at Graceland and mail it to you. But a lot of people wanted a choice. Well, you know,
I will tell you, the tumblers are cool, like Holly said, because you can only get them there, and they're themed every year. But I will say they're like, they're not like insulated or anything. And also, I know a lot of you that have been following Holly and I for the last several years, you've gotten the tumblers in the past. So you probably amassed a pretty good collection, because Holly and I get two, one for me, one for her, every year we go. And it is now taking over our china cabinet because we just keep storing them in there. So I know a lot of you love the souvenir cups, but you kind of wanted something that's, you know, maybe a little more practical, or something you're going to use every single day, or you're going to use more. So this is going to be the tumbler.
And this is this year.
Just so you know what it looks like this year, so you can make your decision. So it's royal blue, kind of goes with our t-shirt.
True.
Royal blue. And because this was Elvis' 90th birthday in January of 2025, that is the theme and the design for this year's souvenir cup. So you've got Elvis in his gold lame, Elvis 90. So that's the souvenir cup.
And then I'll put a little picture. They haven't released this year's Elvis Week mug yet. So I put a little mock-up of what I think it's going to be. That is not it. It is not out yet. This is just Holly pretending that she knows what she's doing and that she thinks this is it. But on the website, you'll see this picture. You can choose either or, the souvenir tumbler or the mug. When the mug does get released by Graceland, I'll swap that out and I'll put the like actual mug. I'm always usually pretty close on these things. So I think that might be what it looks like, but this is not set in stone.
And also, the reason that we went with the coffee mug is because you all know my coffee mug obsession.
Yes.
And how much I love them. And, you know, coffee mugs are smaller. I feel like they're easier to collect. I feel like they're also great display items.
Yes.
Like, even if you don't drink coffee and you just want to, like, display. Like, I know that I've had, like, friends in the past that they'll have them all over the top of their cabinets, or they'll have, like, a little shelf thing that has them.
Yeah, the cute little tree thing that you can, like, hang in front. That's cute. That'd be a cute idea.
But whether, you know, you love hot tea, or during the wintertime, I love me some hot chocolate and, you know, with marshmallows. But I love a coffee mug. Every time, you know, I talk about them, you guys love coffee mugs as well. And then, you know, you guys always like help me vote on the ones that I should get each year. And, you know, you guys facilitate my obsession. When Holly says, do you need another one? You guys are like, yes, she does. But yeah, and this is also one from like the birthday last year. So, you know.
So you have your choice. You can either do a mug or the souvenir tumbler.
And that's going to be an option in both bags.
Yeah. You get to choose that one. So.
Yeah. That's going to be an option in both bags. So next.
Yeah. What do you want to do next?
I think we should do this.
Okay. Let's do it.
So as you know, and you've probably been seeing mine on my wrist today. As you know, something else that Holly and I came up with last year that we were so excited about were the bracelets and charm bracelets. We decided to start last year. And then leading up to the 50th anniversary in 2027, we're going to do a brand new themed bracelet each year that'll be a different color, and that will be different charms, all significant and special to Elvis. And you got to be an Elvis fan to know and appreciate. But they'll be different, but they'll all stack, coordinate beautifully together.
Mm-hmm.
So this year we decided to go with white. I'm going to show you the bracelet first, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the beads, and then I'm going to show you the individual charms. So here is the bracelet.
And I'll put up a picture so you guys can see it better. Hold on.
I will tell you that the screen is not going to do this justice. Okay, so last year was black. This year is white.
Mm-hmm.
And this one turned out stunning. So my favorite thing about this, if you can kind of see the bead that's almost right beside Holly's head, love that. So they call this like an Aurora Borealis bead. And we chose this one because as like when I say that Holly and I went through hundreds of beads.
Yes.
You don't realize how many different choices there are.
In white.
In white. We went through hundreds of beads to kind of narrow it down and pick exactly what size, what look, whatever. But as soon as we both saw this one, I was like, it's got to be on there. You know, Elvis like was so amazing and had such this like just inner glow and energy that just radiated from him. And, you know, everybody talks about, you know, when he walked into a room, like you could literally sense him and feel him coming before he even got to the room. And then once he entered the room, he just took the breath out of the room and just lit it up. You know, so he just had such this magnetism and charisma. And so this bead to me is like Elvis in a bead. Like it's all these different colors and light and energy and beauty just radiating from that bead. So that is probably my favorite bead on here.
And it's my favorite because it's called Moonstone.
Yeah.
It's a moonstone.
Yeah.
So
which, you know, all of that too, like Moonstone has really good positive energy.
Absolutely.
It's supposed to bring you really
positive
good
vibes,
positive energy and stuff. And then, yeah, we've got like faceted beads so that, you know, when the light hits them, it sparkles and it dances and catches it. We've got like more like solid beads.
There's white quartz, there's white moonstone, and there's white, I always say it wrong. Agate.
Agate.
I always say agate, and Heather's like, it's agate.
Yeah.
A combination of all of those. They're all different shapes and sizes. Like I say, some are faceted, some are the hologram. But let's talk about my favorite part, which is the charms.
Okay, y'all. This was also hard because there's so many, you know, things that you think of with Elvis and things that were important to him or symbolic to him. And so this year, first and foremost, I'll show you this one. We decided to go with a cross. Because what? We all know that Elvis had tremendous faith. Was a very spiritual, very, you know, loved God. And so we were like, we gotta put a cross on there.
Well, and loved all faiths. Like last year we put
was a searcher.
Yeah. Last year we put a charm in the number 8 because we know that was Elvis's favorite number, and he was very into numerology. You know, he was always, you know, into numerology, into all sorts of religions. So we wanted to keep that spirituality thing going with a cross. We thought this is the perfect time with a white bracelet.
Yeah, and we really worked to make these like the perfect size as well. Because, you know, we wanted something that was going to dangle just right, that was going to show up, you know, from a distance, but not be too large, not be obtrusive or whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, and, you know, I love crosses. You know, I wear crosses a lot, whether it be a necklace or, you know, a charm or whatever. And I don't know, they just always make me feel good and make me feel better. And then, as you know, last year we did an E for Elvis, because you got to do an E for Elvis. Well, this year we chose to do, I hope you can see that. See, it might be a little blurry. Let me see.
Yeah, that's it.
We chose the letter G.
For so many reasons.
So many reasons.
The letter G is so significant now.
So significant. As you guys know, I have, you know, been talking for years that, you know, there's 3 things that were most important to Elvis in his life, throughout his life. That was Gladys, gospel music, and Graceland. All starting with G. Those 3 things shaped him, formed him, made him who he was, and were significant throughout his life, and still to this day are and talked about, you know. And also I loved that it was a little circle in white because also it goes back to the Circle G Ranch.
Side note.
Little side note, just an extra little bonus. It makes you think of the side of the Circle G Ranch, which was, what Elvis purchased, and him and Priscilla spent some time there after they got married, and the mafia, and had beautiful horses and stuff. So this year the letter G.
And then my favorite of the charms is coming up. This one's my favorite,
and I think a lot of you will love this one as well. So we decided to go with, because I think my finger makes it blur, a peacock.
Of course.
We had to go with a peacock because we talk about this so much as far as, the peacocks in Graceland that, Elvis and Linda added that adorn the walls leading into the music room. The peacock jumpsuit, which continues to be, I would say, the #1 fan favorite jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I would think that's the one when you ask, what jumpsuit do you love the most? It's going to be the peacock jumpsuit. And then also, peacocks, they make us think of Elvis. And we chose this particular one because, as you can see, I don't know if you have an up close of it on your picture.
I don't.
But as you can see, he's got his little, what do you call it, plume? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
He's got his little plume
feathers
already feathered out behind him. And when Holly and I were at Elvis Week, I guess it's been a couple years ago now, the first time that Linda Thompson came back to Elvis Week, when Tom Brown was interviewing her, they were talking about like the peacock windows and, how they added them and why they chose them and whatever. And she was just saying that she always, thought peacocks reminded her of Elvis, and she always called Elvis her little peacock because she's like, basically Elvis, when he got on stage, he strutted around like a peacock and he had his capes that he spread just like a peacock plume. And so as soon as we saw this one with the little like feathers all spread out behind it, we were like, this is the one to go with.
Yeah,
this is like Elvis at his best.
Yeah.
At his best. But yeah, so the bracelet, and it looks so good. It looks so good with the other one.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
So those are the charms for this year. And these are available in average or large. So,
I listen to you guys. I know a lot of you have a little bit larger wrists. Some have a little baby wrist. So there's 2 sizes that you can choose from. Because once again, these are all handmade by yours truly. So each
they're going to be
one of a
little
kind.
unique.
Yeah, they're all going to be unique, one of a kind, because I'm going to be sitting around making your bracelets for the next.
But I'm telling you, once you see this bracelet in person and you see that little moonstone, Aurora Borealis stone, it is so gorgeous in the light and the sunlight and just the the glow from it. I'm in love with this bracelet. I'm in love. So you'll definitely see. I'll just go ahead and wear that. You'll definitely see us wearing that. And then, tell us in the comments, please tell us in the comments, what are you thinking about everything?
Yes.
What do you love?
We'll go back and look at it.
Yeah, what do you love? And then, of course, because Holly came up with this brilliant idea last year to create a candle and make a candle. And it was our very first endeavor into the candle biz. And it went like wildfire. But we did a candle last year in the goodie bags called The Essence of Elvis. And it literally is what we think Elvis would have smelled like, based on Linda Thompson's story also about how Elvis smelled. So this year we decided to continue the candle frenzy because who doesn't love candle?
I know.
But these are not just any ordinary candle. You can't get these at Bath & Body Works.
These are Elvis candles.
These are Elvis themed candles. And this one that's in the Everything Elvis goodie box is my pick of a candle. So Holly and I each got to pick a candle, everything, the jar, the color, the theme, the design. I'm in love with mine.
And they're each based on our favorite songs.
Yes, they're based on our favorite songs.
And if you've known Heather for a minute, you've known her.
You know what it's about to be. So mine is the Bridge Over Troubled Water candle.
Do you want to see a picture?
Yes. Wait till you see it, and then I'll show it to you up close as well. So look at this design. So again, I love my blue. I went with a blue candle. It's like a blue frosted jar. And the candles are bigger and larger this year.
I'm going to take that off so everybody can see stuff better.
I went with a blue frosted jar. The candle is blue, like beautiful soothing water. And then look at the label. So it's water with a silhouette of Elvis overseeing. He's your bridge over troubled water.
Yeah.
He's your bridge over troubled water. But yeah.
And let me tell you a little bit about these.
Oh my gosh.
This is what I'm saying about better bigger and better. Last year's candle was in a little tin. I loved it because I love a little tin candle, and it was about a 6-ounce candle. These are a glass, heavy glass jar. These are 10 ounces.
Yeah.
So you're getting almost double the candle. This is a 10 ounce in a glass jar, which I also love because once you burn your candle down, you all know you can just take that, you can pop that wax right out, and then you've got like a little container. You can, you know, store some stuff in it. This would be perfect for my makeup brushes now that I think about it.
And
pencils, whatever.
And the cool thing about it too is not only did Holly and I each choose our color, design, theme, all of that, we chose the scents. We chose the scents. And when I tell you that I wish you could be with Holly and I when we're doing all this stuff, because it is like chaos. I mean, Dad gets the biggest kick out of it because we will like literally have a table just full of beads. We'll have a table full of colors. We'll have a table full of scents. And when I say that Holly and I can't even tell you how many scents she made me smell. Like I was literally in there with like a thing of coffee. Like
I got samples of anything and everything I could think of that would remind me of water.
Yeah.
Lakes, oceans.
And she's
creeks.
like, smell this, smell this, smell this, smell this. And so again, this is our own customized.
Yeah, we blended our own little fragrance here. Tell them about the fragrances. Can you read them?
Yeah. So this one, of course, because of water, it's very crisp. It's very clean. It's like a very soothing scent. That's also kind of what I wanted. So I think this would be perfect like in your bathroom. Yeah. You know, maybe when you're taking like your bubble bath and stuff and you want to put a little Elvis on, a little bridge over troubled water, you light your candle, you got your coffee mug, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's got a little bit of citrus notes, crisp air, birchwood. So
and I'll tell you, it reminds me of if you're sitting out at a cabin retreat at the lake
and that
just like that breeze of the water just pulls you in. I mean, that's exactly what it smells like to me. It's so
great. And that's the silhouette. That's Elvis from That's the Way It Is. Look how cool. Y'all, I am so excited about this candle. I'm so in love with mine. I love Holly's as well. And you're going to see. But, oh, I'm in love with this.
Yeah.
And then, as if it couldn't get any better. Well, let me show you this. So, of course, because I want to save this thing for the last. So, of course, in every goodie box as well, you're going to get all the cool, like, things that we include every year as well. So, there'll be a postcard. Now, this is last year's postcard. So, again, this is not what this year's is going to look like. But we just want to show you that every year Graceland comes out with, like, the Elvis Week postcard. And to me, these are just great collectibles. Like ever since Holly and I have been going, every single year I get a postcard. And I think I'm eventually going to try to make some really cool, like framed artwork, like with it, you know, to like display them. So they're not just sitting in a drawer or something, but you'll get a postcard. Every year Graceland has like little pamphlets and things that's talking about, you know, the goings on at Graceland, kind of the layout and everything. So you get to see that. They always have this cool itinerary of Elvis Week, a guidebook that literally tells you about every single day, event, like what it is. So this is a great keepsake as well because, you know, you can look back and be like, you know, oh, hey, I wonder what was going on at Elvis Week in 2024. It's right here. So that's super cool. And then
the most special.
This is something so cool to have, especially for those of you that have never been and can't maybe get to or hoping to get to the visual. This is the visual program. So every single year, there's a different visual program for that year commemorating it. And it'll be double-sided. There's always a different, what do you call it, fan group or fan club that they get to choose the particular picture and like songs that are played for the candlelight visual. And so you'll get a copy of that particular year's visual as well.
And if you know what, if there's anything else we can find around there, if they have any kind of books or anything going on,
you never know.
You know, we'll throw it in there.
Yes. So yes. Yeah. And also this year, I don't think she brought them over, but also this year, Holly found the cutest, coolest Elvis stickers. Like I was like, I'm in love. I'm gonna like
Heather likes them all. They're all different.
I know. I wish I was like back in school and my Trapper Keeper would be like covered.
I'm gonna put them on my laptop.
Yeah. But she found all these like Elvis things that are all different and all unique. So you'll get
we're gonna throw a couple of those in there
as well. To do as you may. And then y'all, you asked, we listened, we worked hard. Oh my gosh, we worked hard on this. So each bag is gonna have a tote bag, but we're gonna talk about the Everything Elvis one, and I think you guys are gonna love this.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
are you ready? It's major, y'all, and I have a lot to say about this one. Dun dun dun!
Isn't it so cute?
It is our first ever Elvis Bestie tote bag. I'm gonna try to get it a little bit closer.
Yep.
Our Elvis Bestie tote bag. So it's a
Yeah, I got a
canvas.
picture.
It's a durable, heavy duty canvas, cream colored or natural, whatever you want to say, with handles. Nice handles, so you can easily like put it over your shoulder. Look at me. I'm headed to Elvis week.
My favorite design of it is
Yes. So look at this. We decided to do the Elvis Bestie because that's what we call y'all. And we love it because that's what you all are to us.
Yes.
You're our Elvis besties that we love spending Sundays with and sharing all of our Elvis love with. And we decided like, hey, let's do this whole like just plethora of all these different images and icons and things that are Elvis related. So I'm going to take you through them. So we've got the state of Tennessee,
of course,
because you got to have Tennessee. And then, of course, I'll go this way. So we have the number 8, and we have it in a couple of places. Because again, we know that 8 was Elvis's kind of spiritual, like numerology number. We got the pink Cadillac, because you got to have a car. Elvis loved his cars. We got sunglasses, because nobody rocked a pair of sunglasses like Elvis Presley. And then Holly chose this one for sure. So it is a bird of paradise. And she chose it because she read a little
It's rumored to be one of Elvis's favorite flowers. I think he always gave Tish, Nurse Tish, birds of paradise. And I think they reminded him of Hawaii. So I thought that was neat. So I threw that one on.
It does remind me of Hawaii.
It does. It really does.
They're beautiful birds. Beautiful birds. And then we got the record.
It's a flower.
I'm sorry, flower. I had bird of paradise on my mind. Sorry. Beautiful flower. A little record, because hello, records, Elvis. Of course, we had to have the lightning bolt. You've even got a little silhouette of Elvis. He's up here rocking on top of the E. Of course, the cross. And then I really wanted to include this one.
Here, I'll hold it up so you can do it.
I really wanted to include this one. So it's an L and an M for Lisa Marie. We wanted to make sure that she was on here in some capacity. And then, of course, you got hearts because we love Elvis. You got the horseshoe because horseshoes are good luck. Elvis had his horseshoe ring. We know he adored Rising Sun, his horse, and all the other horses that still are a major part of Graceland today. And then this cute little heart that has lightning bolts and says rock and roll because he was what? The king of rock and roll. And then, why can I never think of what this is called? The
Marquis Cross? Or
no.
Maltese?
Maltese Cross. Yeah, the Maltese Cross, because that's that, necklace that I love, that Holly loves, she still wants, that Elvis always wears. Of course, a guitar, and then the microphone, like he used to sing with. Circle G. We got to have the Gladys Gospel and Graceland on there. And then look at this little peacock. We talked about the significance of peacocks. And of course, like a little cassette tape and the music notes and stars, because he was a star and he was,
and this little heart spells out Memphis.
Oh, yeah. And then I forgot about that one. Yeah. And this little heart spells out Memphis. So we got the state of Tennessee represented here. And then we also got the birthplace, Tupelo, and Mississippi represented here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you said Memphis, but yeah, Mississippi represented here. But it's bright, it's colorful. Like we purposely did this in blue and then themed every other icon and stuff in bright, different, vibrant colors so that it's super, super eye-catching and stuff.
And it goes with everything.
But yeah, it turned out so great. Because that's the hard thing about this too. When we're trying to put together these things, like Holly and I design them and then we tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak. And then we finally are like, okay, let's just go with it and see how it turns out. And we'll get a little mock symbol like this. Yeah. And I'm telling you what, I almost cried when I saw this one. I did not think it was going to turn out this
I know,
good.
It's awesome. And I'll tell you what, we're just telling you like what they mean to us and what they meant to Elvis and our community. But if you need to know dimensions, sizes, what a little hold all that's on the website. Just go to the product page. It tells you everything you want to know about.
It's a perfect size tote. I mean, it'll like, this is perfect for like your Elvis week. It'll hold everything that you need. It'll hold or if you're just going to a little festival. Because, when you go to the festivals and stuff, you don't want to carry a lot of stuff with you. But, you can easily get your phone, your, cords, your chargers, your makeup, everything in there. So What do y'all
So
think?
you'll see Holly and Heather rocking this one out at Elvis Week too.
What do you think? What do you think? Elvis
So y'all, that's the first box.
Goody
That's
box
just box number 1.
Yeah.
Everything Elvis box. Now, don't fret.
Mm-hmm.
I know $100 is a lot. It's a lot of money. If you can't afford that and you just want 1 or 2 items, some of the items are available on their own. So, like I say, all of it's on the shop page of the website. Just go there and just peruse and check out and see what you can get. Now, box number 2 is what we call the Graceland box.
Yes.
So this is a lot of things that we can get at Graceland for you guys while we're in Memphis. So let's start with the obvious. You're going to get a couple of choices. This one is very customizable. The first one, you get the tumbler and mug choice. You're going to also get that with this one. So you can choose your Elvis Week mug or your Elvis Week souvenir tumbler.
And it's super simple. When you literally go to our website to order, it will have a little drop-down box, and you have to choose one.
Yeah, if you have
I know
to
it's
choose,
hard,
so.
but you have to choose one. But it's really, really simple and easy. And then the second choice.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's what we're really excited about.
Yes. Yeah.
Second choice. Or you want to? I'll do a little talking because Heather hasn't. So, or Heather's done it all. So once again, we always give you all the opportunity every year to either get a box with our specially designed T-shirt, or if you can't make it to Memphis and you want us to pick you up the official Elvis Week T-shirt that Graceland sells, we just go and buy that. We head out to the gift shops and we buy one and we put it in your box. We listened to you guys this year because, a lot of people just go ahead and order theirs online. And you can absolutely do that. Once they release the T-shirt, you just go to Graceland.com or Shop Elvis, and you could get that. So we gave you a choice. If you want us to pick one up for you, we absolutely will. But if you don't, we have created a combo. It's our first ever. We've never done anything like this. It is a crossbody, but it's not even that. It's I call it a multi-use bag. It has an adjustable strap. It can be a crossbody. It can be a tote bag. It can be a purse. It can be whatever you want it to be. Plus, it's going to come with a matching cosmetics bag. And this is like a sturdy, sits on its own, both zip. There's 2 inside pockets to the crossbody. And we have come up with the cutest design. Yeah. Do you want me to put the picture up or do you want to pull it out? Okay.
I want to pull it out first. But y'all, because I am so giddy about this item. I was like, people are going to die. They're just going to die. Like when we came up with this, because like Holly said, we love like tote bags and things, and you guys do as well, and you spoke loudly, and we love our Elvis Bestie tote bag. But when we were doing it, we were like, we want to come up with something different for the Graceland one. Again, giving you options. If people want to get both, you're getting like lots of things. And we were like, you know what? I've never really seen an Elvis crossbody. And crossbodies are huge.
That's all I wear.
Yeah, that's all Holly and I carry. We have so many crossbodies, different sizes, different lengths, different colors, but love a crossbody. And then the theme of this one, I'm gonna have to give Holly credit for this one because I'm gonna give her credit for the theme, and then I came up with the design. So this was a definite collaboration. But Holly was like, we're like, what are we gonna put on it? What are we gonna design? And then Holly was like, well, one thing that's really like huge right now is this whole like in my blank era. Like, and I'm sure you guys have seen it and heard it, like people will be like, in my coffee era, in my mom era, in my dog era, whatever it might be. And so we were like, well, shoot, we're always in our Elvis era. So it is in my Elvis era, but we took it a step further and we did the different eras of Elvis. So when y'all see this, I got to just pull it out. You're going to love it. Look at this.
Oh, it's so colorful.
OMG.
The colors stand out so good online.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So we went with black because, hey, black goes with everything. And we really wanted that design to pop. So it says, in my Elvis era, but then you've got your 50s silhouette Elvis, your 60, if I can dream silhouette Elvis, and then your 70s Vegas silhouette Elvis. All in these bright, beautiful colors. And again, this thing is huge. So it does zip. And the other tote bag zips as well. I didn't mention that. So it does zip. So you have the zipper safe. And then you have this adjustable strap. Because I know a lot of people like to carry theirs like right on their hip, lower than their hip. And I'm going to.
I have a little picture of that. Let me show you.
I'm going to, let's see.
That gives you the dimensions of it.
Yeah, I'm going to put this on for you guys because you're absolutely going to pass out when you see it.
Oh, it looks great.
Holy cow. Look at
I
that,
love
y'all.
that.
I know. So yeah, and I could, well, I think the thing's on the back, but yeah, I could like adjust it. I could make it smaller, you know, more close to myself, but look how
It's so cute.
stunning. It is so cute. And like Holly said, not only with this are you getting the crossbody, it has a matching cosmetic bag.
Yes.
Or whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah.
You know, you can put your
Toiletries.
medicines. You can put your phone chargers and cords and things in here.
Your
You can put your
phone.
tickets. Because if you're like Holly, she always gives me the Elvis Week tickets because she loses them and can never find them. And so I'm really good about keeping up with them. But you put them in here, you're never going to lose them.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
let me show them too.
Yeah.
Like you can open it up, and it's got like
This is really cool.
weighted, so
Yeah.
it's got a bottom, so you can actually it'll just sit up like you. Well, you can't see it. Maybe it'll sit up in my hand. See how it sits up. But if you want a little clutch or a little wristlet, just pull
Look how
this
cute
out.
this is. Yeah.
If you don't want to take your big tote bag or your crossbody somewhere.
Yeah, you're like at a festival and people are like, oh my gosh, look at your cute crossbody. And you're like, oh yeah, here, hold on. Let me, how amazing is this?
Yeah, so it's like you've got 2 in 1. You've got a little clutch, a little cosmetic bag. You've got a crossbody. You got a tote bag. You got a purse. You got whatever you want it to be, y'all.
So that's your second choice in the Graceland. You either choose Graceland's Elvis Week t-shirt or you choose the crossbody and the matching cosmetic thing. And again, you know, well, maybe we'll talk about that at the end. When we talk about like, you know,
there it
choices
is.
and
So,
stuff.
and like I say, this is not the Elvis Week t-shirt yet. It could be. I just made this little mock-up because they've not released their t-shirt yet. That's why we're not showing it to you. But whenever they do release it, once again, I'll switch out this picture with the real t-shirt. I just put that on there so you guys had a little bit of an idea of what it would be.
And then, once again, in this one, you will get the bracelet. You will get the white 3-charm bracelet in the Graceland goodie box as well.
Yeah. Right here.
Yep. You'll also get all the like magazines, postcards, pamphlets, all that good stuff. And then, hold on, let me
There's that and that.
Oh yeah. Let me do this first though. Okay, so because I know that now we talked about my Bridge Over Troubled Water candle. You guys are like, I gotta see Holly's candle. Although literally, if you have not already guessed Holly's song that she chose for her candle, you have been living under a rock and you have never watched anything Elvis and you know nothing about Holly and I. So let me hear it in the comments. Shout it out. What song do you think Holly chose? Okay, but wait till you see this cool design. And it ties back perfectly to the crossbody.
Are you ready? I'm going to reveal it.
And guess what color it is?
You wouldn't believe it. Ta-da! It's the Patch It Up candle retro.
Now, I'm not going to lie. How many of you right now, like, the Patch It Up song started playing in your head?
Yeah, totally.
Literally, the Patch It Up song just started playing in my head.
So I love this. This is an iridescent glass 10-ounce candle. The candle's going to be purple. This is a little bit lighter lavender, but they're going to be all shades because, once again, they're all hand poured by me, and I think I'm going to try to teach Heather. So they're going to be your very own shade of purple, whatever comes out that day, I guess, however I'm feeling. It has this really cute bamboo lid. Take off. Purple. And this scent, y'all, so we tried to go with something layered to match Patch It Up. This one has got citrus, jasmine, sugar, plum, amber, vanilla. I mean, you name it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We blended a lot, but it's not overpowering. It's not overpowering. It's just very layered. To me, it's also fresh and crisp and clean, but it's got like a little sweetness to it, but not that icky, like weird, like
candy, not like candy suckery sweet.
Yeah, it's like sweet. And then, but my favorite thing is this design, y'all. Yeah. And I will say this was a collaborative effort too. Heather came up, she said, I want it to look like a little patchwork. So we've got all multicolored silhouettes of EP. So there you go. With a super cute, I think that font is so retro. The Patch It Up font is so cute. But I mean, you've got every Elvis you could ever want and imagine on here. It kind of reminds me also of the Brady Bunch. I'm loving it. But it's so retro. Yes. And y'all know me. I love anything vintage, anything retro. I love,
It's very
love
like
the
70s.
smell. It is.
And thank you all. I just scrolled the comments and everybody's like, patch it up, patch it up, patch it
I
up.
knew it. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. And what I love about this container too is, once again, after your candle's gone, how cute is that with a little bamboo lid? You can keep everything in this. You can keep anything, and just display it. So it's like a 2-in-1. You've got an awesome candle, and then after you burn it, you've got the cutest little Elvis container that you have to really look at. It doesn't scream Elvis. You have to like look, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's silhouettes, there's patch it up, there's multicolored. So I love it. Yeah, and it's just the most interesting, unique. I mean, I can hardly even describe it. It's just such a unique.
I'm over here, seriously, I'm over here dancing. I've got the patch in my head.
I know. If we could play Patch It Up right now, I would, but then Facebook would boot us out, so we can't do that. But anyway, so yes, so this is my little candle. This is Holly's candle that she loves so much.
Yes.
And then last but not least, we've got one extra surprise in this one for you.
Yeah, so we wanted to do, something cool for the Graceland bag.
To keep in with our Graceland theme.
I've actually been wearing it the whole time, but you haven't noticed. It's our Graceland charm necklace. And I'll show it to you up close.
Isn't it so cute?
So, yeah, we decided to do a little charm necklace. Oh, stay still, stay still. Okay, a little Graceland charm necklace. And I'll actually turn it this way so you can like read it. But it's a gold charm of Graceland. I don't know if that's, is it blurry? Okay.
No, it's not.
Graceland charm.
Yep. I might have a picture of it.
Yeah.
Up there too.
And it's going to come on this lobster claw clasp chain. Ooh, that was hard to say. Lobster claw clasp chain. But yeah, we wanted to include a necklace because we got you outfitted with a bracelet, and who doesn't love jewelry and who doesn't love sporting Elvis themed jewelry? And, we thought long and hard about this as well, because we were like, what charm do we go with? And I feel like so many of you out there have like a TCB charm already. You have like even an EP charm necklace or Elvis necklace that says Elvis or something. And I was like, I bet a lot of people don't have something that just says Graceland. And so, and you can even see like it has the little beautiful like actual Graceland mansion in the back there.
Yeah. And these came from Memphis.
Yeah, these came directly from Memphis.
Yeah.
And so this is definitely bringing Graceland straight to you. And this way you can always, keep Graceland near and dear to your heart. If you've never made it there, if you're still waiting to get there, you're going to get there.
Well, it's just
Carry
a
Graceland
conversation
with
piece.
you. Absolutely.
From a distance, you're kind of like, somebody's going to be like, oh, what's that charm? I had no idea. Like, and you look, and then you can start on, then, hey, it's Graceland. Let me tell you all about it in Elvis.
Yeah.
Great conversation piece. Plus, the layered necklace look is so in right now.
Oh yeah, that's what
so in. So it's like if Heather ever gets her TCB necklace, I can already see she's going to have her TCB. She's going to have her Graceland.
Oh yeah.
She's going to have her beautiful peacock necklace.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just layering it up.
And that was kind of our idea with doing a necklace for the Graceland goodie boxes, because we thought, like people love necklaces and charms. We've got the bracelet thing going on now, the layer in the bracelets. And again, like every time we see a lot of you at like Elvis Week and festivals and things, everybody has like multiple necklaces. You'll have the TCB, they'll have like an Elvis necklace, they'll have, something else. And so, we were like, this one's just going to go perfectly with things you already have, to wear and to layer with and stuff. So, and it's, I love the size of it because it's just big enough, but it's not like that, like
it's not gaudy, like
over the top,
like
and really lightweight. So
there you have it.
Love.
So as you can tell, Heather and I are in love with our own stuff. I know.
That's a big part of it.
If we don't love it, you're not going to love it.
Exactly. That's a big part of it. That's like the blood, sweat, and tears and the worry and the anxiousness that we go through is we literally are like, is this the best it can be? Is this great? Is this something that, our besties are going to love?
And
something
we
they're
hope
going to want?
so. Yeah.
And we hope so.
And let me, Heather, you look at some comments and see what questions we have. And I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of the nitty gritties of this stuff too. So we've already said, go to tcbforelvis.com. Let me put it back up on the thing in case somebody missed that. There we go. That's where you get everything. It's all self-explanatory. It's all explained out to you. You can go to the listings. They'll tell you everything you need to know as far as sizes of everything, measurements, all that good stuff. That gives you all your choices that you can have with everything. And like I say, we feel like not only did we double, like with everything Elvis bag, last year it came with a t-shirt and a few items. This is like a t-shirt and a tote bag
Mm-hmm.
and the bracelet and a double the size candle that
Yeah.
is so beautiful. And I think they're a little more elegant this year and sophisticated because I'm really getting into my candle making. So everything's bigger and better except for the price. They're both still $100 each. That's it. That's what we charged last year. We wanted to keep it the same this year because I know how expensive everything is getting. But we hope that we've brought you even more value and more fun
And
choices
and
for that same thing.
uniqueness.
Yeah. And then the shipping. So if you're in the US, you're lucking out. I finally figured out my shipping. So it is just a flat rate. If you get the goodie box, it's $11 flat rate shipping. That's it for your goodie box. It'll ship anywhere in the US for that. Also, if you want to get the other items, if you want to get just a bracelet or just a tote bag or just a crossbody or whatever, the calculated shipping I think is really going to go in your all's. Last year I had to do flat rates for everything because I couldn't figure out the shipping because I'm not tech savvy, and we are not a business. We are just two crazy sisters that like to bring you all this stuff. This year, I think it's going to really work out because now it'll calculate based on size and weight and the dimensions of the packages. So US, you're set. You're doing good. Now, let's talk about international orders because we had a ton of international orders last year. I mean, we had people from Spain, the Netherlands, UK, Australia, you name it. Mm-hmm. It's a little trickier with the international, and you all know this, guys.
Yeah, if you live abroad, anything recently,
shipping has went out the roof. So we have tried our best. We have done a calculated shipping. We went through a discounted shipping service that's attached to our website. We are hoping and praying that it's not too much for you, but all of this will be calculated. But I know for all the stuff you're getting, because I hear people all the time saying, mm-hmm. "Oh, I ordered one item from Graceland and the shipping was more than the item," or "Oh, I ordered a couple of things and like the shipping was too exorbitant." With this, you're getting a lot. Mm-hmm. You're getting some awesome items in the goodie box. And if you want to tack on extra things, hopefully, and it'll just give you the one shipping rate. I hope that it's going to be a decent rate for you guys. But like I say, go on there, go through the checkout process and see for yourselves. If you have any questions, mm-hmm. there's also a form. If you'd just rather fill that out, there's a form on there as well at the bottom of the shop page. And you just tell me. Give me your address, your phone number, your email, and what all you're wanting. And I'll personally try to calculate a shipping for you if you want to do it that way. It's up to you guys because then I can just send you an invoice. But like I say, you can go on the website, all sorts of ways to pay. There's Google Pay. There's PayPal. You can pay with a credit card. You can pay with a debit card. However you guys want to do it. It's on the website, but like I say, it is a little trickier for the international orderers, mm-hmm. but you guys probably deal with that all the time anyway. Mm-hmm. So please, if you do have questions, you can fill out the contact form and just ask me a question. You can ask it on here and I'll try to answer it as well. But like I said, Heather and I were up till about 2 a.m. last night trying out the different shipping calculations to make sure that we thought they'd be correct. We hope that they are. So we'll see how it goes. So you guys order away, mm-hmm. let us know what you think. And then if you have any questions, we're going to try to answer them right now.
Yeah.
But if we don't, contact us.
Yeah. And just a few other things about the goodie boxes that I've already kind of seen several people asking in the comments and stuff. So yes, today kicks off the pre-orders for the goodie boxes.
Yeah.
We are basically, y'all, 4 weeks until Elvis week.
I know.
We're basically 4 weeks. So from now until the 1st of August, we'll put out the exact date, mm-hmm. but it'll be somewhere around like maybe the 4th, 5th of August. Mm-hmm. But that's right before Holly and I leave to head to Memphis. We are going to have to cut the orders off then because we got to be able to get all this stuff. Like we got to know how much we have to get and what all we have to purchase. Mm-hmm. And we have to find time in between our schedule of running from show to show and event to event to be able to get all of this stuff and make sure we have it before we pull out of Memphis. So we have to cut the orders off there, but that gives you like a good solid, 4 weeks. Because I know a lot of you need to think about it. You need to, decide which one or what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need a little more time to dig into your Elvis piggy bank. Yeah. To do one. So never fear. So pre-orders right now up until the 1st of August. However, these, especially if you're newer to Holly and I, these will not be shipped until early mid-September.
Yes.
Will not be shipped till early mid-September. So you're going to pre-order now, but then you're just going to have to wait. But it's like, you know, that anticipation and excitement of waiting on it, and then you kind of forget about it. You get it in the mail and you're like, oh my gosh. But yes.
And if you're asking, why must we wait? Because a lot of these items we get in Memphis. We cannot get them. Your t-shirt, the tumbler, the mug, all the guidebooks, the vigil, all that cannot be, we can't get it until Elvis Week, because that's when everything is there, and that's when we go to Memphis. So we'll be in Memphis in August during Elvis Week, picking up all of your goodies, and then we got to get back home. It's only Heather and I might wrangle Daddy, and I don't know, but we've got to package it up, ship it. Some of the things I'll still have to make, get it ready, and then ship it out. So it'll take us a couple of weeks after Elvis Week to get it. So that's what it is. Now, if you get some of the other things, if you buy just a t-shirt or just the crossbody or anything that I'm making, I can ship that out in a week or so. So if you want to grab just the t-shirt to wear to Elvis Week, order it now. I'll ship it out in a couple of weeks. If you want to get a bracelet to take with you to Elvis Week, or to give someone as a birthday gift or whatever, if it's a product that I'm making, they're available right now. So you can totally get those. It'll, like I say, I put 1 to 2 weeks shipping on the website, because as you're ordering it, I make it. I want to make it special for you as you order it. So it will take a little bit of time.
And that's another thing that I want to stress, because I know a lot of you are new to Holly and I, and this is your first experience with the whole goodie bag thing. And thank you for that. I see so many new names and new people and, you know, things on there. But I do want to stress to you, you know, like how really unique and special these goodie boxes are. Because yes, these literally are handcrafted by Holly and I. Mainly Holly and I, with a little bit of help from me on the back end. But literally, she is making, pouring, scenting the candles. She is crafting, like sitting down, like crafting all of the bracelets and things. So yeah, a lot of love and thought and passion and effort, you know, go into these for you guys. And I also know I see a lot of you saying like, I'm torn, I can't decide. I love them both. I love it all. Good news about both of these goodie boxes. Again, we wanted to this year make them some staple items like the bracelet and things, but also as different as we could in like the design of the tote bags and the crossbody, the design of the candles, as different as we could, because so many of you last year purchased both, because they've always had like at least 1 or 2 items that are different, but we really wanted to make them as unique and special and different as we could, so that again, you could get more and have more and enjoy more items and things. But the great news is that, let's say you're like, I gotta have the Graceland goodie bag with that crossbody. You can still get mine and Holly's t-shirt on its own if you love our t-shirt. Vice versa. If you get the Elvis Week goodie bag, you could still order the Graceland t-shirt through Graceland. Or if you choose our crossbody, you can still order the Graceland shirt on its own. Like you can get our Graceland bag with our beautiful crossbody and cosmetic bag, but still get the t-shirt. And another thing that I was really excited about that Holly and I were able to do, we didn't know if we were going to be able to offer, like, because I told Holly, I was like, I know how people are, and they're just like Heather Norman. I would see both of these and be like, oh my gosh, I really want both. I really want both. But we understand that, you know, $200 is a lot of money. But in my mind, I would be like, oh my gosh, I really love that Bridge Over Troubled Water candle, but I would like to have the Patch It Up. So we didn't think we were going to be able to do it, but we're able to make those items separate as well. So like, let's say you get the Elvis Week goodie bag with the Bridge Over Troubled Water candle, you can pick up the Patch It Up on its own. So there's a lot of like customizing in the goodie boxes, plus just customizing of
just add-ons.
And all you got to do is go to our website. So everything that's available on its own is listed there. The goodie boxes are listed there. So yes, so never fear. You can get it all. So let's look at some questions and comments. And thank you all for being so patient. I know this was a lot. We were prepared for it, because we're like, you know, because we really want to like explain everything to you all.
Yeah.
We really want to like show you everything, like physically, like, you know, describe everything, talk about the thought that went into it and why, and, you know, really help you like, you know, see it and understand it.
Well,
and
for you guys, and Heather does a great job about this. We wanted this live to be an in-depth of like, here's exactly why we picked out this particular piece, or we put this particular symbol or charm. Heather's also going to do a shortened version that's more of a classic unboxing, where she's just going to pull it out, give you a little bit of something. If you need to go back and watch that, I'll be posting it on the website. It'll be on our YouTube. It'll be here on Facebook. And it'll just be like maybe a short 10-minute version, you know, or if you have a friend you want to send this to, it's just a 10-minute and say, hey, look at this goodie box. This is perfect, y'all. And it's the perfect time because Christmas is around the corner.
And that's what I saw a lot of people saying. A lot of people were like, oh my goodness. You know, a lot of people were like, you know, oh my goodness, I'm an Elvis fan, but man, my best friend is a huge Elvis fan. I'm going to, you know, get this for her and send it to her for her birthday. Or I'm going to get these now and save them for Christmas gifts, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a great thing to do. So let's look at some questions and comments. Cheryl, this is a great one. She says, I would like to have the Everything Elvis bag if I could order with a phone number to call on. I can't do a website. Okay, we don't have a phone number that you can call, but do you have an email?
Yeah.
If you have an email or Facebook, you're on Facebook, go to your messenger and message Holly.
Private message me.
She can put together an invoice and send it to you.
I can send it to you through the mail.
You could even do a check, right?
Yeah.
You could even do a check. You could do a check and send it to Holly and stuff, and we'll have your order.
If you're having trouble, if you're like me, you're not tech savvy, and you're having trouble with the website or ordering, just message me or email me. You can email. It's on the website, tcbforelvis@yahoo. TCB, the number 4, Elvis@yahoo is our email that Heather and I both will answer. But yeah, if you have any questions about ordering and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people, poor dad, he doesn't have a PayPal. He does not have Google Pay. So we'll help you out.
All right, let's see. Try to scroll through. There's a lot of comments. And thank you all. Again,
y'all are so
y'all
sweet.
are like making me feel so good. And I know Holly, because honestly, we really do like love doing this, but it also, like I said, is a lot of work, and it's very nerve-wracking as well. As to, you know, I told Holly, I was like, we may come on today and we may have like 2 people watching, or everybody may just like quit watching, or they may just be like,
because it's the 4th.
Yeah, I was like, everybody may be like, okay, not interested. But you guys, like,
I know so many of you were on here and stuck with us through the whole thing.
And it's filling my heart with gratitude and love that so many of you are like, I love them. You all did an amazing job. Everything is beautiful. Everything is great. So thank you for that. Thank you so much.
So sweet.
All right.
I'm trying to get your comments too, but I'm not.
I know. Everybody's saying they love the tote. Everybody's saying they love the crossbody and the ideas. Yeah, that's a great thing, Jan. She says, I love your charm bracelet. It will go with the others I have. Yeah, you can, you know, any of the other bracelets you have. Like I know a lot of you have like maybe a gold or silver charm bracelet that has Elvis charms. It's going to go with that. We're trying to pick, you know, like colors and stones and things that will be very complimentary to any, you know, jewelry that you have. Let's see. I know everybody's loving the peacock. Linda, yes, you can get both bags. You can. I know. I told Holly, I was like, there's gonna be so many people that want to get both. It's like Elvis Palooza. That's what I would do. I would get both, and I'd be like, happy birthday to me, Merry Christmas to me, Happy Valentine's Day.
No, I'll tell you what I would
just get like,
I would buy both, and then I'd be like, I'm going to give these 2 items to Heather. I'm going to give these 2 items to my other bestie. I'm going to give these 2 items. You know, I would do that thing where it's like you buy a bunch and then you just pick what you really, really want. And then you give gifts with the others. Yeah. All right. Let me update this because, wow, there's so many comments. Thank you all so much. Oh, Tisa said she appreciates us. Well, we appreciate you too. Thank you. That's so sweet. Gail loves everything. Hello, Bev. You're never late. She says she has to catch the replay, but can I show the crossbody bag again? Of course. You don't have to ask me twice. Yes, I will. Okay. Oh. So here is the crossbody. And I'll even model it again for you. And here's this little matching toe. Yeah. So here's the crossbody.
And this one's so great. It's such a good bag. Again, it's like really nice, like durable black canvas. And I know Carol was commenting, thank goodness for the zippers. Zippers are important. And yes, they are.
Yes.
But this one lays so nicely against your body. And like even, you know, I can imagine like even like, because this is going to hold a lot. Even like, you know, when you stuff it and stuff, it just lays, like the shape of it is so good.
I'll give y'all a little behind the scenes.
The shape of it is so good.
This is hilarious. I had to take pictures for him to put on the website, and I wanted him to be like fat and like stuffed. Listen, this one, in one of the tote bags, I had 5 t-shirts, like 5 bundled up t-shirts. Another one, I had a set of pajamas, a t-shirt, some magazines rolled up. I mean, they'll handle a lot. They'll handle a lot.
I love Carol. She says, my brain is exploding with all the info. Girl, I know. Girl, I know. Let's see.
Like I say, I know it's overwhelming. Just go to the website. It'll show you everything. You can look leisurely at your own pace.
Oh, thank you, Linda. She says she already ordered her goodie bag, and now she just ordered more stuff. Girl after my own heart, Linda.
I love that. That's hilarious. Yes, they both have a zipper. Everybody's asking for that. The tote bag, the crossbody, even the little cosmetic bag, they all have a zipper. Thank goodness.
Deborah, thank you for the question. She says, when would it be available to see the exact coffee mug or t-shirt that's not out yet? We're just waiting.
That's up to Graceland. Like I said, we have nothing to do with those. We don't make those. Those are not our shirt. That is completely, we just literally go to Graceland to their gift shop and buy them for you guys and stick them in the box.
Yeah, so sometimes I feel like Graceland, sometimes in years past, I feel like they do put like the Elvis Week merchandise on the website, but it's always usually pretty close to Elvis Week. It's like right before, and like again, here we are already the beginning of July, and I check every day because I knew that would be a question.
Yeah,
I check every day to see if they've put out the exact t-shirt or mug, and so far nothing. So literally, it might honestly be when Holly and I get to Memphis, and that will be like one of the first things we do. Like when we go to pick up our tickets, we will try to go straight to the gift shop, get you a picture of the t-shirt, get you a picture of the coffee mug, so then that way you would still have time to order and make your decision. So, but as soon as we know, you'll know. Like as soon as if they put that out before Elvis Week on our Sunday Facebook Live, Holly will show pictures and we will talk about it.
We will, for sure.
Let's see. Oh, a lot of people are saying they got last year's goodie bags and adored them. Aww. They've got some in the past.
Yeah, and somebody was asking, can you get a goodie bag after Elvis Week? No. These are going to pre-order from now until the first week in August. It's around Elvis Week starts the 9th, so I feel like we're going to cut this off maybe around the 7th so that we have time, because we have to go through our list and put, okay, we need 3 of this, 4 of that, like this, and make our list. So probably around August 7th, and once that's done, or I hate to say this, I only have limited quantities of everything, so once if they sell out before Elvis Week, they will just be sold out because we don't have the items, so it's very limited on the products that we have. But yeah, after the 7th, the goodie bags or goodie boxes are gone.
Yeah. Let's see. I know Carol, she's like, how in the world are y'all going to fit your real jobs in this short time span? Girl, I don't know. I feel like Holly and I always have and still are burning candles at both ends. We're just, Holly and I are workaholics. We've always been, you know.
But I'll tell you this, I'm trying to turn this side hustle into my main hustle. So y'all buy some candles and bracelets, and then I'll just, you know, go around, and that'll be my job.
Well, you know, they always say, and that's what Holly and I, that's why we love doing this, because, you know, we have like our real lives, our real jobs, all the stuff going on with Dad and the properties and everything. But, you know, everybody always says, you know, find something that you love, a job that you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. I'm still working on that. Holly and I are still working on that. And I feel like that's what this whole, like, you know, goodie boxes and like the candles and the bracelets, and, you know, because let me just give a little hint as well. We weren't going to talk about it today because we had so much else to talk about with the goodie boxes, but there are some other very exciting products and collections on the way that you're going to be seeing.
There's one on the website if you want to look at it. I'm not even going to say it. You'll just have to look in the shop page.
But we'll be talking about that more as weeks come and stuff. We just kind of, you know, wanted to keep that separate from the goodie boxes. But yeah, I'm trying to turn this into my full-time job because I love nothing more than Elvis. Carrie is saying, couldn't Holly and Heather go early to Graceland before Elvis week to start getting the goodie bag stuff that Graceland already has out to put in the goodie bag? Unfortunately, no, Carrie.
They don't have it. They don't
yeah.
like, you can't get the vigil program till the night of the vigil.
Yeah.
You can't get the guidebooks till Elvis week. So it's,
and a lot of times they don't even start putting out the Elvis week merchandise in the like store and stuff until, you know, like the week of,
so before, yeah,
like the week of and everything.
And Lord knows we're staying at Elvis week for the whole time. I don't think we can tack on an extra day or two because it's a lot. Us trying to get off work for this.
Barbara,
this
good question. She says, if we choose the crossbody bag box, can we get the T-shirt for Graceland box also? Wait, let me see if I read that right. If we choose the crossbody bag, can we get T-shirt 2 for Graceland box? No. Okay, so unfortunately, because of cost and everything else, we had to make that one an either or choice. On the Graceland goodie box, you either choose the Graceland t-shirt or you choose the crossbody bag. We also did that though because Graceland does offer and they do sell the Elvis Week t-shirt online, and a lot of people we found were going ahead and getting like their t-shirt, like they were going ahead and ordering the t-shirt and stuff. So we wanted to give another option in case you did that, or if you want both. So you can choose the tote bag.
I think what she's asking though is if she buys the crossbody and the goodie bag, could she order from us the t-shirt? No, not from us. It's not our t-shirt. It is Graceland's. So you can do that. It's just you would order the goodie box from us with the crossbody and then go on over to Shop Graceland and get your t-shirt over there. So you absolutely could do that.
Or you can do the flip side. If you really want the Elvis Week t-shirt from Graceland and you don't want to order it online through Shop Graceland, you could choose our Graceland goodie box with the Elvis Week t-shirt and then just go on mine and Holly's website, and the crossbody is sold separately.
Yeah. So you can get both that way.
So you can get both that way. As far as the actual goodie box itself, you do have to choose. You do have to choose either or. But you can still get the other option either way, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Let me I have to keep refreshing because that's like it keeps going so fast that it gets down. Yes, Lisa. She just asked that. Can you buy the crossbody separately? Yes, you can. And if you buy the crossbody separately, are we also still including the cosmetic bag?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
You get both.
So you can get the crossbody and the cosmetic bag separately, Lisa. Let's see. Bev is asking, Bev, have you been listening in on mine and Holly's conversations here at home? She says, could you make wax melts? It's coming, Bev. It's coming, Bev. I'll just say it really quickly. We're not going to go into it, but I'll just say really quickly. Because the Essence of Elvis candle was so popular.
I almost put it in the bags this year again.
Yes.
It was so popular.
Because it was so popular, and because we did the candles this year. And like we said, you know, candles are just something I feel like everybody loves. They're universally loved.
Well, and I want to start this whole Elvis themed candle that truly means something. Like if you go on Etsy, I don't know if y'all have done this. I've been on Etsy or Shopify or whatever and looked up Elvis candles, and they're the dumbest things. You can tell these people are just candle people. They're not Elvis fans. I looked at one and it was like, smells like Elvis. And what was it? A peanut butter and banana scent.
Not original.
Not original. That does not smell like Elvis. Elvis did not smell like a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Or it'll be like, you know, Spirit of Elvis, scent, vanilla. What? So we wanted to craft things that are not only related to Elvis, but are related to his songs, his music. We may do movies. You don't know what we're going to do, but they're going to be specially for an Elvis fan. Why did I get off on that tangent? I don't know.
Oh, because I was talking about the wax melts.
Just
a quick little like thing about that, Bev, that's coming is because the candles were so popular and we love them so much, and you all did. We are going to be putting together what we're going to be calling our scent collections, and Holly has come up with for each like scented candle. We're going to do a collection that will include a room spray, the wax melts, and a car diffuser for your car. That's all the like same scent.
And we're going to start doing that year round.
Yes, so we already have, hint, hint, the Essence of Elvis on the website We didn't talk about it today, but we're starting with that one. The Essence of Elvis, so you can get the candle, the room spray, and that room spray is good. The car diffuser and the wax melts on there. And then eventually, after we get done with all of the exhaustion from the goodie boxes at Elvis Week, you'll be able to get a Bridge Over Troubled Water and a Patch It Up as well. So thank you for that question.
Yes. Because I love a wax melt. Y'all never know. Somebody asks, is there going to be some surprise gifts? Now, y'all know. If we find something cool or vintage or fun, in years past, we have put everything from bingo markers. We've put really fun like actual pictures of Elvis that we found over at John Daly's or over at the Travel Lodge, something like that. So you just never know. You'll have to stay tuned. There might be a little something in there. You don't know.
Tammy says, I hope to meet you nice ladies at Elvis Week this year.
I know.
She'll be looking for us. Well, Tammy, just look for the Elvis Bestie tote bag and the In My Elvis Era crossbody, and you'll see us coming. And our shirts.
We're going to be
and let me do this because as I was scrolling comments, I saw a lot of people saying, I just tuned in, or can you show the t-shirt again? I missed your design this year. Can you show the crossbody again? So I'm going to show a few of the things real quick again because so many of you asked. This t-shirt feels great.
I know it does feel
So
good.
this is the t-shirt for this year. So this gorgeous, I'm in love with this color.
It looks great on the screen.
I'm in love with it. This beautiful royal blue, bright, beautiful blue. And then we went with our theme this year, which is that's the way it is. So it says, that's the way it was. That's the way it is. That's the way it will be. With the beautiful, huge Elvis in gold there. And then the shirt has all of the original song titles from That's the Way It Is album. Some of our favorites, some of your favorites, always the heavy hitters. They're all in different fonts, different sizes and things. So it gives it a lot of like striking appeal and
it's just
super
interesting. It's modern yet retro.
Yeah. I love this. So that's the t-shirt. And then some of you were saying, I missed the bags. Could you show those again so I can kind of make my decision? Because some of you are trying to make your decision. I know it's a hard one.
I know my phone keeps going off because it goes off when everybody places an order and my phone's like bzz, bzz, bzz.
So
It's so cute.
here is the Elvis Bestie. Here's the Elvis Bestie bag.
With a zipper, with
zipper,
handles,
with
got
handles.
it. Traditional tote bag.
So it says Elvis Bestie and then has all those gorgeous symbols all
And you can
tying
look
back to Elvis.
Yeah, and you can look up close on the website if you want to really look. I've got some good pictures that you can kind of zoom in and really look at each of the symbols and stuff.
And then once again, here's the In My Elvis Era crossbody. And again, it has that long adjustable strap and it adjusts a lot. And I love too, I didn't even show this. It's a zipper as well, but it also has this like little side buckle thing. So you could like, hook your keys there. You could hook your hand sanitizer. That's going to be important at Elvis Week. Hand sanitizer. But yeah, it really holds a lot. And then there's the matching zippered little cosmetic toiletry bag as well.
And I don't know if she told you, it has 2 inside pockets too.
Oh, I did it. It has inside pockets.
Got 2 inside pockets, and they're perfect. Like right now, one of them was you can slip your phone in. Because you know how you put your phone in your pocket book and you cannot find it.
It's gone
So there's
forever.
one for your phone, and then I feel like the other one, they're both pretty big. You could do phones, you could put your charger, you could put small items. I'm telling you, there's a lot.
That's where I would keep like my lipstick and maybe like
I would keep my phone and my keys because I lose those.
yeah,
all
I'd
the
keep
time.
like my lip gloss and then maybe like my gum or something, that
True.
you're always like digging in your purse, like during a show trying to find, and you're like, what did I do with that? At least that's me. That's me at the end of every concert, because I'm like, oh, maybe I'm getting my picture with Dean Z. I gotta find my lipstick. And then I'm like, oh, I need a breath mint, My life. My life. Let's see. Let me look at some more questions and comments real quick. Let me refresh it. Because like I said, it just keeps.
Yeah, y'all keep asking them. We'll keep answering them.
Sarah says, are you making bestie bracelets this year?
I feel like these are our bestie bracelets.
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about this one or not. So again, I have both on. So I have last year's and then this year's. And again, for those of you that missed that, our design this year is white. And then we have the cross. We have the circle G for Graceland, Gladys, and Gospel. And then we have the little beautiful peacock with this little plume all feathered out.
This is set number 2 in a set of 4 that'll eventually culminate in the 50th anniversary, which is still a couple of years away. They're all going to be made to coincide together separately. And if you missed out last year and you didn't get the black one, the first one in the edition, they're still on there. You can order one. You can get both.
All right, so let me see. I just tried it. So Cheryl says she's tried bringing up the website but can't get it. Can we help her? So I just plugged it in. So just make sure you're putting TCB4,
Right here, let me see. Can I?
the number 4, Elvis.com. So that, yeah, right there at the bottom. TCB for Elvis.com. That should take you right to our website. And then if you just hit the shop button,
There's a little shop
it'll take
page.
you straight to the shop page.
Mhm.
Straight to it. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Everybody's like, y'all are killing it. You crushed it this year. Oh, we're so happy. We're so happy that you feel that way. I know, Margaret. I know, Margaret. That's the thing. She says the problem with ordering the Elvis Week t-shirt from Graceland, if you're international, is that their shipping rate for one item is absolutely ridiculous. I know.
Well, that's why we offered it mainly for the international
Mhm.
orders, because yeah, like I say, hopefully I don't know what Graceland's doing. I mean, shipping is expensive, I'll say that, but yeah, you can always get the t-shirt and all the other items in our little box. And I don't know, because I don't know what their shipping is, but I would think the shipping's comparable for the whole entire box, but I'm not sure. So, but yeah, it is very, very expensive. Especially at Shop Graceland, it's really expensive to even the US shipping is kind of expensive, I feel like. But
yeah, US, yeah. I thought it was expensive, but then as Holly and I have been doing all this like research for the international, because we went back and forth because we didn't not want to include international orders and our besties because we have so many of you all, and I really feel like you all love these goodie boxes and stuff because you are so far away and travel is so hard and expensive that we still wanted to offer them and stuff. But man, when we were just going through trying to like research the shipping and stuff, I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
But I always feel like Graceland is exorbitant. I mean, even when I order stuff like here in Tennessee, and I'm like, I am like 3.5 hours down the road. Dadgummit. Like seriously, every time I order something from like Shop Elvis or Graceland.com, I'm like, this shipping's ridiculous. Like there was one time that I literally ordered Holly and I, they had like a closeout or like sale going on, and I got us, you've probably seen it. It's my little Elvis ring that I wear all the time. But I literally got this for Holly and I because they were like on sale and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have these. And I'm not kidding. The shipping was 2 times more than what I paid for both rings. I was like, wah, wah.
So much.
I thought I was getting a good deal, and then it wasn't so much, but I was already too deep in.
Isn't that hilarious?
I love
I gotta put my readers on. I'm trying to read. Okay.
Let's see. Gosh,
I'm trying to read the comments in the screen, and it's like this big, and y'all know I can't.
Okay. Oh, thank you all so much. So many of you are placing orders already.
Y'all are so sweet.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of people are asking about ordering just this necklace and ordering it separately.
Y'all, here's the deal on that. I mean, when I say I only have a few, we only have a few, and they are reserved for the goodie boxes. I mean, if for some reason I can find more, we may try to do that, but I cannot promise it because they are just few and far between. Finding that particular charm. So we'll try, but as of right now, it's only in the goodie box, and it's gonna have to stay that way.
Yeah,
like I say, a lot of these items, like the candles, some of the crossbodies, all that, it's very, very limited. So we've put like a little number on the website, and once they're gone and sold out, that's why we're letting everybody pre-order.
Yes.
That way you've got several weeks to like think about it, place your order. Last year we nearly sold out right before Elvis Week. Like the few days leading up to Elvis Week, everybody I think got nervous Elvis Week was coming, or it reminded them or something, and we almost sold out a couple days before Elvis Week. But this year they are limited because there's only also so much I can do. I have to make all these. So
yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Because as Carol said, we do actually have real lives, real jobs, real commitments and obligations. So,
but thanks to you guys ordering, I mean,
yes. comments.
This maybe we could become professional Elvis besties.
Yeah. Trying to see if there's any more comments. I feel like we've answered most or are answering most, or like I'm trying to look at like people that have like the same one and then answer that. But yeah, we don't want to keep you guys on here much longer because I feel like we've been on here forever. So just to reiterate a few things. Number one, it's officially here. The goodie boxes, they're officially here. They kick off today. So get your orders in quick as you can. That way you've solidified, secured your place and your goodie box. We will still, never fear, if you missed or whatever, you can go back and watch the replay. And we will also still be talking about the goodie bags leading up to Elvis Week. We're not going to spend this much time or an entire live dedicated to it like today. But as Holly said, I'm going to be doing a short video that she will post and continue to post so you can see. We'll just briefly mention each week, you know, about the goodie bags and stuff. But you can go to our website, brand new website, tcbforelvis.com. Everything is laid out there for you to see and purchase. Like Holly said, the great thing about it is she put a lot of time into putting every single product on there. There is an in-depth, detailed description that tells you everything about that item that you can read to really make your decisions and stuff. If you have any questions, any issues with the website, ordering anything, message us on Facebook. Better yet, send us an email, tcbforelvis@yahoo.com. Send us a message there and we will get back to you and help you through the process and everything. You got the 2 goodie box choices this year. So just the 2, the Everything Elvis, the Graceland, both still the same price, $100. Like Holly's already discussed the shipping and everything. But again, we just want to say a huge, heartfelt thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every single one of you, whether you've, you know, been with us for years, whether this is your first year with us, whether you've gotten a goodie bag in the past or you're going to get one. I keep calling it goodie bags, goodie box, you know, you're going to get one for this year. We cannot thank you enough for all of your love and your support and encouragement. It really, you know, just like energizes us and guides us and spurs us on to continue to, you know, put our passion into all of these beautiful items and products and then bring them to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're so welcome too. Everybody's saying thank you on here. Y'all are so welcome. And once again, just go to the website. It's going to have it's going to probably answer all of your questions. And if it doesn't, you can always private message me here. Or like I say, the fastest, best way is go on the contact page and message us. There's a little place for you to put your message in. Just go ahead and message us. And one of us will respond and we'll figure it out and help you guys. I know there's a lot of questions with stuff. I know online ordering is tricky. I get that. So we will do our best to help you guys because we really want you all to be able to take home a little bit of Memphis with yourselves. And we appreciate all of y'all. So
yeah,
enough. This was our QVC episode for the year. But we have like I say, lots coming up. Next week we will be back on Sunday, hopefully with tons and tons of Elvis news. I'm hoping there'll just be tons of stuff going on this week and we'll chit chat about it. We'll touch on the goodie bags again because we're going to keep posting the website because I want you guys to get familiar with the website because that's how you're going to keep in touch with us. That's how you're going to know what we're doing. We get asked so many times, hey, can you recommend things to us? This is going to be your one-stop shop for that. We're going to really try hard to do this news page justice for you guys so that you always know in-depth details about what we think about a festival, an event, a concert, a person, whatever.
Yeah. And that's part of the website too, is, you know, what we wanted to do with expanding our community of Elvis besties is like Holly said, you know, I really feel like, pat on the back, I really feel like with our Everything Elvis here that Holly and I hopefully have introduced a lot of you out there to the Elvis tribute artists and their world, their shows and events, to Elvis Week. Maybe you didn't even know Elvis Week existed. Maybe you didn't know that all the things that existed, you know, and opened your eyes to that. Maybe you didn't know about all the festivals that go on all the time across the country to celebrate Elvis. And so, you know, this will be your hub of Everything Elvis, no pun intended, to be able to go and, you know, learn about and see. And then, you know, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy a festival or a tribute artist or something, you know, Elvis-y all throughout the year. So,
yeah. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next Sunday. We'll be posting videos throughout the week, though. We're about to go film Heather's Tuesday Treasures, and it's a good one this week, so you're going to be excited about that. Have a safe and happy week, and we will talk to you guys very, very soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.